Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to the front. In the last episode, we did a bunch of things. We won a number of battles against occupied settlements of the Swedish Empire, claiming a bunch and speeding up the finishing of the war, as well as counteracting a few close calls. In the Far Eastern territories, we had a pretty significant force of Swedish forces milling around here, which we took care of with the two armies located here. And more dangerously, inside Central Europe, we had a bunch of dudes preparing and then finally being taken care of by reinforcements. We then had a troubling development in the form of Kiev being taken by the Swedes. So this is going to be problematic to say the least. But the good news is that, well, first of all, with Kiev being focused by the Swedes, we've had a lot less pressure off the Swedish armies, which is very much appreciated. We're now in the presence just about ready to launch an attack towards Astrakhan, which has some of the largest resistance so far in this particular region, and a number of settlements are under siege, namely being Finland and the territory of Kazan, which, to be fair, could be taken fairly quickly. I think, to be fair, yeah, I'm just going to auto-resolve that one, because this region is needing to be taken, so we might as well just take it and move on. So there you go. Territory has been taken. More land is now under our control, and we can now begin the next phase, which is looking pretty cool. So Don Bosco is the next territory about to be taken over, but that's going to be the next thing. And then finally, of course, we've got the Kiev as well. Once we've taken over that, I think the only other territory would be this northern region, which we have someone currently moving towards. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Anyway, we should probably head straight into the next battle. So we're taking Mr. Winfried Zeiten. So he's going to launch an attack, and he's going to be backed up by reinforcements. So hello. Oh, really? Motherfucking really? So we're being pushed, and he's also been intercepted. So I was hoping to use Mr. Winfried, but it looks like Heinrich Wegman is going to be the guy who's going to be fighting this particular battle. So, oh dear. Well, it's fortunate that we've got a cappuccino of good fortune. Although, to be honest with you, the logic of having a cappuccino of good fortune on a sunny, well, I say sunny, currently warm summer's evening is slightly debatable. I will be honest with you. But aside of that, we'll just keep going, because we might as well. Anyway. Once this decides it wants to load. So we've been intercepted, which is not good. Never really a good time to be intercepted, to be brutally honest with you. But at least we can have this knowledge. Okay, so we've got this battlefield. It's kind of decent, actually, to be... Well, apart from the giant canyon in the center of the battlefield. But this could prove to be something we could take advantage of. Let's have a look. See. Can I put all guns up top? No, okay. Didn't think so. Right, can I pop these guns? I'm going to pop these guns over here. We'll have defensive position. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, you boys will form defensively like... Yeah. It's a little bit funky, but it'll do. And the remaining regiments will form up defensively over here. Who will then be able to withstand whatever shit they may throw at us. The Lancers, who, not going to lie, they've not been performing very well lately. I think it's because of the lack of guns on their part that it's a problem. But let's have a look-see. So, enemy reinforcements are going to be coming through. And... oh, this could be beautiful. Oh, you just was a little bit too soon. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Right. We're going to try and see if we can deploy a little bit better defensively. I'm going to use this as a bit of an advantage. kind of do something like this instead. You boys deploy ahead of the cannon. Normally not a fan of advancing beyond the cannon. Enemy reinforcements coming in on the side as well. Nothing too concerning, but there's something to be aware of. And for some reason, despite being in more or less a greenish region, we're still apparently in the desert in the eyes of the game, so sure thing. To be honest with you, probably should just cease fire. Probably should just stop. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they're coming at us from all over, so that's fine. We got a few kills. Okay, that's a pretty reasonable amount of kills. Bloody canyon in the way. Not had a canyon in a battlefield before. Like this, game-wise. Depending on how these guys react. Alright, let's see if you're as willing now. You're probably going to try and pop shots against them. If you're going to be targeting people in particular. Did you actually pen through the building? Oh, you did as well? Not bad. Kudos there. You gonna be... Oh, you're pushing it all the way around there? Huh. Hoping this particular battle doesn't take a majority of the episode to win. Because... Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to... Right. Got an idea. So you boys will form up a long line. Very nice, very good kills. Very nice. Okay, so they're coming back that way. Fair enough. I think we should probably have something like this built up instead. You two form up on the right hand side of that. Right, they're withdrawing, which is good. You're just shooting at anyone and everyone, so ceasefire. Unless you want to specifically target them, these boys can just hold fire for the time being. Good kills, good kills. Double time it, boys. Fire Einstein. Right, run in front of them just in case. Double time it. We could try and break out and push towards... Oh. Very nice. We could try and break out. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. Right. I'd say breakout time. If we can relocate the cannon to maybe somewhere more prominent, like here-ish, maybe... Oh, hello. Okay, that's fine. Throw your commander away. We do appreciate it when the enemy gives us free commanders. Here we go. Pretty significant Swedish force attack on our defensive line. Nice. Right, he's gone. Sadly, the other general didn't quite croak. Alright, so the enemy are breaking out that way. Good. Right. I mean, the enemy are currently chilling out on the other side of the town, which is problematic, but if we can relocate the artillery and the commander to a slightly better position, we could potentially make some good kills from that, so... So the dragoons are gone. These guys are just fanny-arsing around. Capuchin of good fortune, bless this battle. Make it so we can win, and win quickly. I daren't move the armies, or the regiments, too much. Not yet, at least. I mean, enemy reinforcements are currently pouring out this way, so if I can get the cannon and equipment to move up towards here, this could prove to be far better a position for them. Especially if I put them, like, I don't know, here-ish. So, a bit risky, considering the potential for enemies to intercept and destroy them. But if we can counteract... Hello. Just keep pushing forward. A little further forward. Come on. Come on. A little bit more. No, don't withdraw. We want you to keep fighting. That's right. You keep coming. Come on. Right. Have you seriously fired into your own troops? Why are you shooting when you're going to hit your own dudes? You really are going to try and fire it? Are you serious? Well, that's bullshit. So when I fire my guns, you know, my guys can get killed and it's all dangerous and shit. But the moment you shoot, oh no, it's fine. Problems be solved. Of course. Right. If we can try and force the enemy to... Oh. Yeah. If we can try and relocate the guns and everything else. So where are the guns at the moment? They're almost in position. Yes, they are. Cool. Right. I'm going to begin a phased withdrawal. So we're going to pop them towards this position here. Double time it. Here they go. Really want to risk losing. If we can force them to have to walk through the town, that'll be something. If I could also knock out that cavalry regiment, that'll be something also. Where's that cavalry regiment? That cannon. I'll see if I can move these guys through the militia group. Cossacks aren't that useful, but if we can get them to do something, that'll be... Right, if you make your way through... Right. One, two, three. Right, so you, and you. Form defensively over here. I realize I'm about to do something very risky. But if this works, we'll have a decent defensive position, all the while avoiding any unnecessary damage. We've probably still got enemy reinforcements coming in, but if we're fortunate... Right. Bum rush your way there, guys. Seriously. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Right. They're moving all the way over there, which is problematic. These guys aren't dying as quickly as I'd like them to be, so about face. And start shooting into this melee. Are they all forming up defensively, or... Because I feel like if we want to push up... here might be the best place. Well, to be fair, the best place would be to set up the artillery here. But I don't think we'd be that lucky. Right, you boys set up accordingly. If you can set up there, brilliant. If not, doesn't matter. You're going to go there, so I will have you take up defensive positions all the way up to about there-ish. Is that both cavalry regiments? Yeah, both cavalry regiments gone. Okay. Not really what I wanted to see, but okay. We'll put the cavalry, we'll put the infantry there. Right, they're broken. Good. Bit of a risky position. I might run, you stupid bastards. I mean, they're the two elite units as well. So like these are the Fusiliers and everything. So they will hold the line. God, this is going to be bad. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, that's bad. That guy got lucky. He survived the point blank. What are you doing? What in fucking Emperor's name are you doing? Withdraw. Oh, dude, that's bad. Okay, I see the Bosniaks. I would much prefer the Hussars than Right, withdraw. Actually, wait. Wait until the other guys have come through, then withdraw. Okay, so I'm really hopeful that you can kill these guys in as rapid amount of time as you can. Just make sure you're loaded. Oh, God. Right. Artillery, go ham. Hopefully the rapid rate of fire will give us the ability to completely destroy their morale. There we go. That's a first. How long does it take for you to come out of the bloody firefight? Right, withdraw. Let me guess. Oh, for God's sake. What the fuck? How the fuck did they get themselves killed? Come on, for fuck's sake, just go into sodding formation. Why aren't you... Oh my God, are you fucking serious? Just go in sodding formation. All I want you to do is that. So you're not constantly getting your ass handed to. Withdraw, you stupid retards. What the fuck? What killed you? I don't know what killed these guys. Seriously, I would love to know what killed these guys. Because I don't know. Okay. So they withdrew. These guys are still here, but they're probably going to withdraw in a second anyway. I don't see any reinforcements, so that might be it. I have absolutely no idea what caused these guys to get hammered. Seriously. Would love to know. Just so I can figure out what the fuck's going on. Also... This bloody battle's taking too sodding long. Because the fucking AI decides it wants to be a coward. Come on. Just fight me already, you coward. Right, looks like that region's safe, so let's pull these dudes back a bit. Why is... Oh, that's why. Getting real sick and tired of this terrain type. Right. Right, you're just going to be slowly but surely melting those guys down. Right. Ceasefire. I have no idea what's causing these dudes to be so bloody stubborn. But we need to push up, and we're just going to have to be a bit more aggressive in order to be able to get these assholes to shift fucking face. Right, these two I will deploy a little bit close to the ground. These guys I will shift focus and deploy them a little bit closer to the front. You boys will deploy to the right-hand side of these guys. And eventually, through some fucking miracle, we may in fact encourage the enemy to take part in this battle. Such a thought has not been thought... Such a dangerous precedent has not been thought of for so long. I reckon the reason why they're being so fucking awkward about fighting is because of their fucking artillery unit. Like, guarantee you, if I was to knock that bloody artillery unit out, the enemy would suddenly grow a pair of balls and start attacking me. No joke. I genuinely believe the reason why the AI is glitching out so much, and this is more or less glitching out, is quite simply because... My question, can I get myself up there? Right. Make your way... Oh, hello. Have they finally fucking showed a pair of balls? Right, okay. Run your fucking asses into position. Run your fucking asses into position. Oh my fucking Christ. Just shoot the fucking people in front of you. You know what? No. You've lost your rights to fucking shoot. You retarded Sasquatches. Did I say you could shoot? Idiots. I guess this cappuccino of good fortune is not giving me good fortune. Right. Gonna move up and see if I can deal with these assholes. Okay. They've finally been taken care of. Hopefully you guys are crack shots. Nice. Good shit. Again, the Hussars actually do their shit. Right, that battle's won. Right, so now just the last few pockets of resistance, which of course have taken so bloody long to show up. It's these battles I detest the most as of late. Like, don't get me wrong, it's enjoyable because it is, you know, it's a large, long-scale battle with lots of things going on. But at this point, it doesn't really feel like an epic confrontation. It just feels like I'm trying to shift something, and the weight's just a bit too much for me to be able to easily move it. Or it's something that just is stuck on the ground, and I'm just trying to... It's like you're trying to peel something, like a bit of grease or something on the top of an oven, and it's just stuck down there, and it won't fucking move because there's something wedged right in its way, and it's not easy for you to do without taking some considerable damage or considerable issue, and you don't want to lose too much. So it's constantly just trying to shift the little bastard off, and it's being such a persistent little fracker that you can't do anything but just sit there and wait for it to fucking work as it should do. For fuck's sake, fine. Right. Trying to figure out how the best to fucking push into this town. Oh, they're gonna get fucking massacred. I said, these kind of battles, all they end up doing is just annoying me because, like, we spent 40 minutes in this one battle because the fucking AI decided that it wanted to intercept this army rather than the army that was currently there. So, rather than having a pretty epic sort of confrontation and everything, it's just the enemy had decided to end it on a really stupidly long, drawn-out, awkward conflict that pathfinding and other issues start to become more of a problem. Or the AI just becomes so retarded it just doesn't seem to want to commit until there's absolutely no other alternative. Even though in other battles they would have committed to such an action already so much more readily. And it's just like, why can't you just... I mean, this is a nice change. It's nice to finally catch a whole bunch of the bastards all in one go, but still. I think that is it, though. Nope, there's one more regiment. So it just feels more of a drag than anything, which is just the most annoying. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, that's all she wrote, and I'll be finishing off this battle. Christ, 40 minutes. We took some heavy casualties. I don't know why this particular battle took such heavy casualties, but we took heavy casualties. I can't be fucked. Fucking just take it. You've sucked all of the fun now of this possible engagement. Thank you very much, game. And thank you very much, mod, for reminding me why I fucking despise this thing. So irritating. I mean, to be fair, it's probably not just this mod that's causing the problem. It's the AI making these decisions, so it's not quite... Like, I think it's to be brutally fair, it's a bit of half and half. I think it's both this game having such a derpy AI that doesn't quite really commit properly to these things, and you've got an AI that... And you've got whatever changes that this mod has done that fucks with the AI's decision-making capabilities. So it ends up making these really spastic decisions, which doesn't really make any logical sense, but for what's going on here. So, okay. But it does just mean that when you're wanting to have those epic engagements, you can't. Which is just the irritating thing. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? It's fine. You know, you fight me like this, I'm going to just simply... You know, you fuck around with me like this, and I'm just going to just auto-resolve the settlement down. You know, I was hoping for a pretty epic engagement with a siege. I wanted to use the Jaeger infantry, but then the game was like, oh, I should intercept him. And I'm like, I was just moving him up as reinforcement. That's all I was doing. Because we've seen earlier already that they've decided to not register the fact that you are... in fact, in reinforcement range. So, yeah. Sadly, Mozart has sadly died. What was this at? The College of Divinity, which should be something they've established for a long time, is now fine. Sure. Turn that into that. Anyway. Okay, so you are in range. Yeah, auto-resolve. Just going to pop him over there. I delete one of these things so we can get the other stuff. So Don Bosco is now under our control, which is very nice. This territory is going to move back up. So David Merkel is once again back in the fray, which is pretty freaking awesome. So, good job on him. You're taking over our position, which is fine. He, Heinrich Wegmann, through no fault of his own, he's going to have to just sit this one out. We're going to have to wait for Berhard, and motherfucking Zeiten is there. These boys are making ready to go along, so got a few turns to wait for them. Right, I'm going to have you shift towards... Yeah, I'm going to have you shift towards that way. Give me a chance to see anyone attempting to set up defenses. Letter of demands. Norway, the pleasure gardens are under siege. What a surprise. Again, I don't quite understand the logic of destroying the only thing that's keeping you guys... Like, you'd think if you want to get it back at an occupying force, you wouldn't target the thing that they've given you to, you know, keep you quiet. You'd probably want to target something that economically would affect them. But apparently not. Apparently not. And I don't give a fuck. And Denmark has been constructed of that, which is nice. That's nice. People are happy. What a surprise. Sweden, or Denmark is, well, Sweden is surrounded at all points. Right, so you're literally in a few turns. That's fine. And Don Bosco is now captured, which is wonderful. This army is now going to try and rendezvous. Only a little bit left. Indeed it be. Only a little bit more. And we have... Well, we'll have conquered a majority of the thing. I think the only territories left now are Finland, Kiev, and that. So my prediction of about 5-6 episodes may prove to be a bit premature. We might be finishing up in the next few, which could be pretty decent. I don't think, sadly, we will have enough time in this episode to wrap up the series, which is a bit of a shame. But no thanks to well, anyway. But I will say that we should be able to wrap up within the next couple of episodes, which for me is a pretty substantial... It's a pretty fucking substantial thing for that one. Definitely. Right, Bashkara is all the fucking way over there, of course. Just die. Of course. Right, if you guys want to make your way towards here, and if you want to take out that region, right, get yourself some reconnaissance of this region. That should be fine. You're taking over the last element towards there. Need some intel for the outskirts region. Could do some intel for this area as well. Looks like the enemy have gathered up what little resistance they have left, or what little elements they have left. Right. Here we go. Perfect. Nice. Nice. Making his way towards there. You're able to make a move? Yes, you are. And without that, small garrison, no chance. Fixed and fixed. We've taken moderate levels of casualties, but now this region is under control. So there's only a couple more regions under the control of the enemy before wrapping up. So it's literally just Sweden, so Stockholm, Kiev, and Finland. Those are the last few regions that the enemy control. We're already on our way to dealing with that. So I am looking forward to seeing what's left of the Swedish Empire crumble into dust, which is very nice to see. We need a bit more destruction on that part, so we've got reinforcing armies on their way, but I feel they'll be a little too late to be able to take part in any significant battle. I see that, and yeah, that's fine. Yep, that's a pretty good victory for us. So that's Finland under our control, which is wonderful. So now it's just Kiev and Stockholm. And for some reason, Stockholm isn't recruiting any units, which is bizarre. It's almost as if the AI just expects us to automatically take the region, but it's like, no. Hey, percussion shells. It's been a while since we've had anything researched from these guys. Right, so yeah, you invent the percussion cap, which will reduce the misfire chance by a really small amount, so it doesn't really make any difference what I research. And there we go. I can't destroy these buildings, sadly, but we've at least pacified this region. And these guys have had a rebellion. What a surprise. And dead. There we go. And they're pacified. Perfect. So that's pretty good. And we've taken over that region, which is wonderful. So now all that's left is just really to prepare for the next and, well, potentially the last phase of the war, which is the... Yep. So yeah, effectively the last phase of the war is in fact going to be the taking of Kiev, which is surprising. So Kiev is the last location. We can potentially say goodbye to this particular series, potentially within the next episode, which is kind of surprising in the sense of how I didn't really expect it. And I'm also kind of pissed, because I'm like, I could have finished this series today, but unfortunately at the time of this recording, it's a little bit too late for me to continue recording. I was one episode off. Right, get your fucking arms back over there. But still. That is something that I can resolve on a following recording session. But still, we have made some tremendous progress in the war, and very soon we'll be saying goodbye to the Swedish Empire. Glorious ending that it'll be. But we can spend the next few minutes preparing for the next, well, for the last phase, which is the conquest of Kiev. They are in the process of trying to fix themselves up, but unfortunately, I think it's a little too... I believe it's a bit too little too late. They do have the region of Iceland, which I'm hoping that when we capture Stockholm, we won't have to go for fucking Iceland. Because that would be very annoying if that is the case. I don't believe it will be. I think, to be brutally honest with you, I think we're going to be fine. But I also am of opinions that we may end up having to deal with that, which will suck us through a straw. But that is something that at the moment is, thankfully, something not too concerning at this point in time. Oh yes, you should transfer over there. There we go. Right. Let's see what the Swedes will do. They still have us. There is still the war against Britain, of course. Right, diplomatic relations. Britain, do you want to chill? You know what? I will take it. They shouldn't... Boom. There we go. I've signed a peace treaty with the British, so they should fuck off now. But still. Oh yes, let's send something to the Americans. Present state gift. Give them that. There you go. Money. Anyway. Let us continue the peace. So now we're at 1791. You're making your way towards there. We've got Sweden all over there. It's just moving these armies into position now. I probably should have put the music back on. To be brutal. Fuck off. You were our ally and you stood with us, which I appreciate, but I'm not going to give you 46,000. Oh, nice! In an area that is still predominantly non-Christian. Very handy to have you. No! No, he went to bloody Kashmir and he died. Ah, that sucks for him. I'm very sad to see him gone. He was an awesome dude. Right, College of Divinity. Don't need you. Get rid of. You don't need. That's fine. We'll turn this into this. We'll fix this up. We'll get this sorted. Right, let's see. Construction report. Oh, nice. Okay, well, whoop-de fucking do. Right. So the Swedish are gathering up what little strength they have left to make a move. Alexander motherfucking Zimmerman. Of course. You're surrounded. I've seen you survive a war on your own before, but I would say it's probably not a good idea to try and take the piss. Just saying. Don't take any needless risks. Alexander motherfucking Zimmerman, you can tank it, and I know you can, but I don't want you to unnecessarily risk yourself. Looks like they're trying to gather up what's left. Yeah, the last of the Swedish resistance is going to be gathering up what strength it has. They may attempt to push over to Minsk, which case, good fucking luck to them. They're about to get themselves royally shafted. But, at the same time, it's not a bad idea, considering what potential there is for... Well, considering the fact that they're going to be facing... They're not going to be having as much resistance from... Oh, hello. Perfect. Yeah, considering that they... I can't remember how to pronounce their name, but those guys will produce less resistance than my dudes are. So, we will see. And I do have reinforcements coming in from here as well. So, not entirely sure how best to proceed. David Merkel is preparing to go in, but I think I should probably wait a little bit more. Yeah, so I'd hold position here so he's got a bit of defensibility. Rather than allowing all of the people through to there, so that's fine. Right, we have enough time for one more turn. And I think this next turn will possibly be the one. So reinforcements are coming through. That army's twitching. This army's on its way. Both of these dudes are readying themselves. Sweden is making ready. Spain is doing its thing. I'm curious to see what's going on in the west, but at the moment, not really that fast. And not many nations are left, though, that's for sure. I remember there was a time when we used to spend at least a few minutes waiting for the turns to end. So now that we're near the end game, of course. Oh, they look like communists. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. Right. Local... Yeah, I'd say Finland's a trading port. And you're a coaching in. Right, that's fine. Okay. Okay. With two armies making their way across. They're not quite in range yet, but making their way sort of that way. And it looks like they're just going to be getting themselves ready to raring. Nice. Sweet. So I think this particular zone's just going to have two agents and they have an army going into that. Push up. So these two are going to go through, nuke these dudes. So that area is completely dead. So they've done their part. And they have cleared the way. And now Alexander motherfucking Zimmerman is going to lead the charge. And he's going to be the one to take Kiev, hopefully. Looks like they're just stocking up the last of the resistance for that. But that's fine. That's more than fine. So, there you guys go. Unfortunately, this is the end of the episode, but do not fear, because very soon we will be having our penultimate episode, which is, of course, the destruction of the Swedish war machine in Kiev, resulting in their surrender in Sweden. We've got their entire capital surrounded for a number of years now. So I'd like to think an entire trench line was designed and then basically was squeezing the Swedish government ever closer to surrender. Their last hope was the capture of Kiev, their last offensive action, resulting in the deaths of, well, resulting in potential peer pressure from other nations, but unfortunately for them, Prussia doesn't give a shit. And now cometh the final hour. We now find ourselves sitting, staring at the abyss. Kiev is the last hurdle, the last hurrah, the last battle, potentially, of this entire series, and the end of our campaign. It's been a very interesting one, to say the least, and maybe there's some things maybe there'd be some things that could have been done differently, definitely, and different elements and different mindsets could have helped, and maybe made certain battles or certain results a little less frustrating, but we're here now. We're ready to finish this, and yeah, I'd say we're due to have a good win. So hopefully this next battle will be less stressful and will be just as epic as before. I'm going to end the turn one more time before this episode's finished, because I have a horrible feeling that if we do this, something's going to happen. So I'm just going to rely on. I'm just going to sort of sit here and be like, good thing happening. Yes, good thing. Good thing. Optimism ever flowing. And ba-boom. Perfect. Okay, so you're already set. Fantastic. And oh, good. That's good. Faith reaffirmed. Okay, well, I'm happy we finally had someone look into it and not get overwhelmed, because the amount of times that we've been overwhelmed and they've become useless is a bit taking the piss now. Anyway, so, thank you all very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, do let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And we are ready for the final episode of this series. It's really that time. And very soon we will be able to have that penultimate battle, whereupon our forces will be engaging the Swedish for the very last time. And then, of course, the complete and utter capture of this region here will hopefully do what we did against the Mathara Confederacy and completely destroy them. If not, then I will just quickly send a couple of fleets over to just deal with this pesky nation over there. But that'll be for another time. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode, the last episode. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.